Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep in the steaming jungles of Vietnam, where every step, every gunshot and every decision can determine whether your team succeeds or fails. This is Warfighter, the Vietnam War Special Forces card game, the latest standalone entry in Dan Verssen Games' so long-running tactical Warfighter system. A series that puts you right in the boots of elite soldiers fighting desperate missions across history. Released in 2024, this entry takes a proven warfighter tactics card-driven system in one of the most intense eras of modern combat, the Vietnam War. It's a cooperative narrative wargame for 1 to 6 players, where you lead a squad of US Special Forces on missions deep behind enemy lines. Each mission requires you selecting your team, loading up weapons, gear and skills, and pushing through hostile terrain towards an objective, all while fighting off Viet Cong ambushes, fatigue, and relentless ticking of mission time. If you played other Warfighter titles like World War II, Modern or Fantasy, the structure will feel very familiar, but this one adds a thick layer of Vietnam-specific atmosphere, complete with gunboats, jungle locations, NVA ambushes, and service records inspired by real operations like Khe Sanh and Hue City. If you want to grab your copy of Warfighter, I left links in the description below, but now let's carry on with the components. Inside the box you'll find over 280 cards covering soldiers, weapons, equipment, skills, vehicles, missions, objectives, hostiles and events. It's an amazing bunch of cards with an amazing bunch of historical photos. Then you will find 5 punchboards of counters tracking everything from ammo and suppression to body count and mission timers. A beautiful thematic mounted tactical display board that organizes your locations, hostiles, mission flow and decks of cards. And of course, a set of dice, because every firefight in Warfighter is resolved through tense, dice-driven combat that sometimes can flow smoothly and then suddenly turn tables upside down. The cards are not only packed with all necessary information for streamlined gameplay, but they are richly illustrated and have amazing historical photos, giving that grim but cinematic immersion in the Vietnam War theme. Now let's talk a little bit about the gameplay and mechanics. Each game begins with mission and objective selection and then with team selection and loadout. First, you will spend a pool of resource points to hire soldiers, from full-fledged player soldiers who can draw tactical cards to cheaper team, no player or squad soldiers. Then you equip them with weapons, skills and gear, balancing firepower, mobility and survivability. You can pick vehicles as well, from jeeps and personal carriers to gunboats and helicopters, though vehicles have turn limits. Once your squad is ready, you move through a sequence of locations, each drawn from location deck, like jungles, villages, tunnels and riverbanks, while new hostile forces appear to oppose you. The core gameplay is all about hand management, positioning and risk management. The combat itself is elegant but very deadly. You must roll to beat enemy cover, roll to hit and manage ammo, jams and suppression. A few bad rolls can cost you a whole mission. In the game you win by reaching and completing the objective before time runs out and by banking enough body count to meet mission's requirements. So you must fight and you must eliminate enemies. Replayability is huge, not only due to randomized location and enemy draws, but also due to variety of mission objective combinations and team composition, gear and skills and all that stuff that you can pick and combine in different ways. Overall gameplay feels smooth but very tense. Environmental effects and enemy mechanics, especially placement and fading effects, gives good sense of treacherous jungle country warfare with those VC hit and run tactics. It's just amazing. Absolutely fantastic simulation of all that stuff. Vietnam Core Box includes a wide variety of missions and objectives, each with unique twists. For example, eliminate hostiles tasks your team with clearing a fortified village. Rescue mission requires reaching stranded allies and escort them. Holding actions plays like wave defense, where the enemy keeps coming until the time runs out. And escort operations might see you protecting a convoy under fire. Combined with dozens of location cards and random event draws, every game feels like a new tactical episode of jungle warfare. And even if that is not enough, then the game has quite a few expansions and even campaign rules letting you string missions together, unlocking more equipment and stuff. Let's talk about strengths and weaknesses. Let's start with pros. Immersive Vietnam theme with strong historical flavor. Despite relatively simple mechanics, the game requires deep tactical decision making. Highly replayable due to mix and match soldiers, weapons, missions and objectives, and action cards. Huge plus to the game is emerging and shifting narrative due to random hostile and location card drawing. Perfectly simulates hit and run tactics with fading effects. Fully compatible with other Warfighter eras and expansions. And finally, supports solo and cooperative play equally well. Weaknesses. Longish setup due to many cards, tokens and decision making about the soldier team composition at the start of the game. Some rules complexity for new players, but it's worth learning because game is very interesting. And finally, dice rolls can swing missions dramatically. One bad encounter or roll can derail whole mission. Overall, Warfighter the Vietnam War Special Forces card game delivers what Dan Verssen Games does the best. A cinematic, card-driven wargame where every firefight tells a story. Although it might not be for everyone, those who seek more extra complexity, replayability, amount of detailed laid mechanics, plenty of dice-driven suspense and true Vietnam jungle warfare immersion with chaos, dread and hit-and-run tactics will love this game. It's ideal for fans of small group tactical simulations who love planning, crafting loadouts, execute tense missions and replaying historically immersive operations. Overall, this might be one of the best titles of the Warfighter series yet. And if you want to grab your copy of Warfighter, you'll find the links in description below. Write in the comments which Warfighter era do you enjoy the most, modern, World War II or this Vietnam edition. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell to stay tuned for more game reviews and tops. Thank you for watching, have fun playing this amazing game and till the next time.